Hear, O Israel, Yahweh our Elohim. Yahweh is one, and you shall love Yahweh your Elohim with all of your heart, with all of your being, and with all of your might. What I just recited is called the Shema. The Shema means to hear and obey. That's why James said, don't be just hearers of the word, but be doers of the word. The church and Christians need to realize that everything that's in the New Testament, the New Covenant, is rooted in the Old Covenant, or we call the Old Testament. Everything that Paul, Yahshua, aka Jesus, all the disciples, all the teachers, all the writings of the New Testament is rooted in the Old Testament. And the Shema is the foundation of our faith. It's declaring that we believe in one God. We don't believe in many gods like the other nations. We believe in one God. And because we believe in that one God, it also calls us to remember that we need to serve him with all our heart, all our being, everything in us. We should honor the God that we serve. So when people say that the commandments are done away with, that don't support the Shema. That don't support our foundation, because in order to please him with everything we have, it's something that we have to do. It's action taking place. We have to walk this thing out day by day. So hear, O Israel, Yahweh our Elohim, Yahweh is one. That is the Shema. That's the beginning of the Shema. And if you want to know more about the Shema and the YHWH that I'm going to tell you about in the next video, then get my guide. It's called Hear, O Israel, a guide to live in Hebrew, walking in the ways of Yah together. Because that's what I'm trying to get everyone to recognize, that we must walk in this thing together. It's no separation. Israel, if you're in Yahshua, you're supposed to be doing what his people are doing. God has chosen a nation, and that nation is to represent him and bring light into the world. So if you say that Christians believe they're the light of the world, no, Israel is the light of the world. That's the nation that God chose, his chosen people. And if you want to be the light of the world with them, you are grafted in. You are grafted in. The church, the Gentiles, they're grafted into Israel. They're not separate. The blessings don't belong to them. The blessings belong to Israel. And if you want to be part of the blessings, you have to get with the program. You know, you have to get rid of this false doctrine in Christianity. It's that saying the law is done away with. No, the law is not done away with. Let's bring it back to what we believe. Let's bring it back to the roots. And that's the problem. Many of us don't know the roots. They don't know the roots, so then they try to, it's like when you don't read the whole contract, you don't read the old contract, but then you have a new contract. You don't understand everything that's in the new contract or the renewed contract because you don't even know what's in the old contract. And that's the problem with the church. They misunderstand the writings. They misinterpret the writings because they don't know what's in the old contract. But anyway, that's the Shema. Get the guide, Hear, O Israel, a guide to live in Hebrew, because if you're claiming Yahshua, if you're claiming Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, you're supposed to be, you're grafted in. If you're not Hebrew by blood, you're grafted in. Either way it go, we have to walk this thing out, because even if you're by blood, it doesn't mean much if you're not keeping his commandments and you're not doing what he say do, and you're not in Yahshua. You know, you can keep the commandments and still not be in Yahshua, no matter if you're bloodline or not. It doesn't matter, you know, you still don't have salvation. So again, I'm simply Latoria. That is the Shema. If you didn't know, you learned a little something today. Shema means hear and obey. And that's why James wrote, don't be hearers of the words, but be doers of the word. It all connects, y'all. It all connects. I'll see y'all next time.